Hi, and welcome to this week's edition of The Buzz. Todd Jaden with Kelly Polk. Kelly, welcome again this week.
Thanks, Todd.
This week's show is all about Associate Appreciation Days. So we are scheduled to be out in the field June 4th through June the 6th, which is Tuesday through Thursday of next week, and I'm looking forward to it. I will be in Alabama on Tuesday and southern Georgia on Wednesday and Thursday, down to visit our Target folks in Midway on Wednesday, and then with the warehouse folks in Savannah on Thursday. Home Depot on Tuesday in McAllen, Alabama.
Yeah. It's going to be a great event. I'm going to take a driving tour. I'm going to tour the state of Illinois. So I'm going to start off in Sturtevant, Wisconsin, and just kind of check in with those folks and have a Coke with them, and then head towards St. Louis, spend some time in Springfield, and then end up in Ashley, Indiana, and then stop off on DeKalb on the way home. So it's going to be a great week. We're really looking forward to it that time.
Yeah, awesome. And there'll be roughly 100 more leaders out in the field, in addition to Kelly and I, covering a wide variety of our locations. I think we'll touch something in excess of 85 locations in total. Our executive team will be out there as well, and over the 3-day period, the executives will cover 24 of the locations, so about 4 apiece.
Yeah, absolutely, and a ton of coverage. In previous years, Todd, they would kind of travel in groups of sorts, and it worked very well. But this time, they're all going out kind of on their own and covering a lot more territory. So we're real excited about that, and they'll be sharing a presentation, some talking points with their driver associates. So again, we expect this to be a very informative. But more importantly, Todd, a little bit different from previous years. This is really a celebration. We've really done a lot of great things over the last couple of years. We've asked a lot of our people, and this is really is a celebration. And thank you for the hard work, and boy, we are really positioned to win.
Yeah, I think about a year ago when we were doing Associate Appreciation, and some of the struggles we had with workflow and the things we were working through a year ago. And you fast forward to this year, and I would say there are a lot of things we can celebrate.
Right.
So let's share a meal, let's slap each other on the back, say thank you, and just have fun.
Yeah, that's what this is all about. Now, we will have some information that we'll share, and certainly, the normal vendors will be there. United Healthcare, Atlas will be there, but also kind of going back to the old school, Todd, the old handshake days where we had booths and information where drivers can get some things that were important to them. And so you mentioned workflow. There are still some things going on that we can help inform folks. So technology with respect to workflow, Qualcomm, trailer technology will be a topic, and then we'll get into some recognition items. So real excited about some of the giveaways that we're thinking about.
Well, and what we're trying to do is gear our talking points to some of the feedback that we've received from drivers, but understand that although there will be some things that we cover based on your feedback, it really is fair game to provide any feedback while we're out there and just engage in good discussion.
Absolutely.
So to your point, recognition, I'm pretty excited about those lawn tractor giveaways.
Yeah.
John Deere, there will be 10 of them, and the beauty of it is their color, green and gold. So the home team.
Yeah, that's right. Depends on what side of the fence you're
Yeah,
sitting on.
Absolutely. Depends on who your home team is.
That's right. But yeah, that's just something very different this year. So 10 John Deere tractors will be given over. There'll be other kind of trinkets that'll be handed out during those days at our major locations. So again, and for drivers, one of the questions I heard early on was, okay, well, how do I sign up for this? Well, as long as you're an active driver, you're in the basket. And so we'll be pulling from the entire fleet, and so good luck to whoever the winner might be. So,
well, that's awesome, and just a sincere thank you to Tammy Grunert from our team that has really led the planning for the Associate Appreciation Days and has done great work. So if you know Tammy, or even if you don't know her, put a call in and say thank you for
she's really
all the work she's done, in addition to a number of other people. But she's really been kind of the coordinator of this event.
She's been playing the quarterback, but I got to tell you, there are tons of people that have contributed and played a role here. So again, thank you, and thank you in advance for being a part of this, because again, this isn't going to be a success unless you show up, unless you grab a hamburger, grab a Coke, chew the fat with us, and we're taking notes. And so every leader will have a little notebook that will they'll collect your feedback. They'll send that back to Tammy, and Tammy will collect that and make sure that information gets shared with the appropriate areas. And so, but none of this happens unless you participate.
Well, I think even our very own Snerdley had something to do with some of the
Snerdley
activity going on out in the field next week.
Snerdley had a lot to do with this, and so
thank you, Sherry.
Sherry, thank you. All of the material and the printed material that you see had her loving hands on it in some shape or form.
Awesome.
Yeah. So come visit with us. We look forward to it. If there feedback, and if you're unable, some drivers just sometimes aren't able to get through some of the major locations. Hey, that doesn't exempt you from providing feedback. And so use Crossroads, use whatever vehicle you have to give us your thoughts. We are interested, and ultimately this is our business. We're working collaboratively to make this a great organization and a great place to be. So thank you in advance for being a part of it.
All right, that does it for this week. Kelly, you travel safe next week
You too,
as
Tom.
you head to the Midwest, and thank you for everything you do, drivers, and you drive safe. We'll see you next week.
Have a great week.